All right, what's going on, guys? Today is April 8th. I'm going to be reviewing today's price action. It's late at night. I forgot that I didn't go over the market analysis today, market recap, just because there was nothing. Price action was pretty bad. I think that there was one good opportunity to execute this morning, but and then there were some good trades later on, right after the New York AM window. Just nothing that I took, nothing that I really saw appealing, right? We moved 300 points last night. Not, sorry, more than 300 points last night. We moved, what if I can remember? We moved like 800? Yeah, we moved 800 points overnight. So there was just no reason to take a trade this morning, in my opinion. But as far as what I did see, I just wanted shorts here. Like higher time frame bias is bullish, right? Just because we moved 800 points. But at this point, I'm looking for a rebalance of this range, right? I'm looking for us to trend lower. Probably not attain a discount today, obviously, right? But to trend lower into this range, kind of rebalance the move that we made overnight, right? So that's what I was looking for off open. There wasn't too much just coming into the day. Like there's nothing that we're really reacting out of. Um, Not too much at all. So really the bias was just shorts and see if there was anything we got. So just going through price action, price opened up higher, right? Took out all these highs. Um, Nothing really major, right? We had inverse this 5 minute. We didn't have a 15-minute open up, right? So we just took out all these highs and then just began displacing lower, right? And I did see some people take. I think there was a 30-second short off open, maybe, or I can't remember what it was, but um, this just it would have played out, right? But it just did go against my higher time frame narrative here. There wasn't really much that I saw. We're not delivering from any higher time frame. Like it would have played out, but just not my model, right? I need to be delivering from a higher time frame PD array to be able to execute my model, right? So there's nothing I saw. Continuing on, price just continued to trend lower. I can't remember where the trade was that I did see. I really think there was nothing during New York AM, to be honest with you. Like price just was dumping. We didn't really get any retracements. I guess you could say, yeah, we inversed that 5. There was really nothing. Like this short would have played out. Again, just no higher time frame narrative behind it. Um, and your entry would have already been at your break even point, right? So just not a high probability model. So just nothing that I took. And then once we began this chop, I was done. I saw this chop. I said, all right, we're probably gonna chop around till about 11 a.m. and then maybe we make a move. But at this point, I'm getting off the charts. There's nothing for me to take, and so I got off. And then you see this absolutely A plus setup. It's a little later on. This is I saw one person take, right. So this setup at first looks good, right? We're delivering out of our higher time frame. We tap into this. I think it was a 4 hour. No, sorry, not the 4 hour. We're inside of a huge 4 hour. That is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, we tap into this hourly. So tap into this hourly. Might be able to get a rejection out of that. On the 15-minute chart as well, we sweep out this Asia low inside of this 15-minute. This long looked good, right? But ES hadn't tapped into the hourly or the 4 hour or hourly or the 15-minute fair value gap, right? So um, this is an avoidable loss. It does look like a good setup, rejecting out of this, sweeping out Asian low, and rejecting out of this higher time frame fair value gap, targeting all this LR, right? LR is probably one of the best draws in liquidity behind data, and we had a ton of it, right? So just a lot of LR, um, but this loss was avoidable. And then continuing to play forward, continue to dump, and this is where the good setup takes place, right? So what do you get? You get a 2-minute inversion, still rejecting from this higher time frame area. We swept out all of our liquidity that we needed to. We're delivering out of this 15-minute, even more in discount than this 15-minute, right? So even more in discount. ES finally tapped into this 15-minute as well and swept Asian lows. And then you start to see the trend to the upside, right? So you get the 2-minute inversion. You have all this LR. You have the unfilled 15-minute up here. And on the 5 minute time frame, what did we have? Nothing. This was pretty much buy side for me, right? At this point, this was pretty much what I was looking for as far as buy side goes. Just this unfilled 1 minute fair value gap inside this range. This is kind of what I was looking for. And what after, obviously I didn't take this in lifetime, but after I went back and reviewed, that was probably the key buy side level, right? So this was a great trade, pretty A plus. You got the higher time frame narrative, you got the 2 minute inversion, you have clear draws and liquidity above with all this LR, and then this minor buy side. You could have held to this 15 minute, wouldn't have played out. You would have gotten break even, but if you would have just taken your piece of the pie, this one would have been break even. But I'm about to get to our re-entry point. Sorry, I keep messing up the charts. It's late at night, bear with me. But say you went break even here, just expecting price to flush through. This is what you would have gotten, right? So flush up, break even, but this is where you get the re-entry point, right? So, and even if you would have gone break even here, this is probably a better break even point with the conviction of all this LR. So that would probably have been break even. But we come back, tap into this 2 minute fair value gap again. We're going to use this range to propel us higher, looking for price to just give us another setup to the upside, and you get a beautiful 2 minute inversion long, right? So this was great, and this is where the A plus setup would have played out, right? So get it on this 2 minute inversion, still respecting this 2 minute, still in discount of the air, still in discount of the range, delivering from this higher time frame area, sweep of liquidity, and yeah, you just target all this LR, hoping to get to this minor buy side, this unfilled 2 minute, 1 minute fair value gap as well, and this setup played out perfectly. You would have had to deal with some chop, but eventually your break even point gets hit. Go break even here, and we flush to buy side, right? So very good trade. That was trade of the day for sure. It just took place after New York session AM, so I wasn't on the charts. I wasn't looking to take anything, but just going back and reviewing price action for the day. That's the trade of the day. That's the trade that I saw. And yeah, so I'm happy with the day today. Not taking any trades. Obviously, this 800-point move, you can expect consolidation, choppy markets, and just not good price action overall. So I stayed patient. Didn't take anything today. Nothing very obvious that I saw at all. And yeah, so that was probably trade of the day. Yeah, so that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get some good executions in the market tomorrow. I'm probably looking for shorts, right? Just wanted to come deeper into this giant range. We've got a long way down to go. And then as well as the new week opening gap, right? Or I think it's the new day opening gap, actually, if I'm correct. April 7th, April 8th. Yeah, new day opening gap. So eventually I want to see this come get tapped into, but my bias as far as what to look for tomorrow, I want to see how London and Asia plays out and London plays out. But that is probably what I'm looking for, is going to be shorts. So we'll just see what price gives us tomorrow morning. Hopefully we can execute, get some good price action, and be able to take a trade. So we'll see. That's going to do it for me. I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah.